BearPodcast 479.
It involves showing of more fur.
There's nothing like making a pig bottom squeal than using bacon lube.
Village there full of gays.
Hey, all you bears!
Okay, I just saw this on Facebook today. I think he's closeted. You think he's just closeted?
And I got my ass chewed out by everyone.
It's Thanksgiving. Gay, the geek and the bizarre.
You're laying on the couch eating bonbons and a jock strap.
Just that I saw it on accident.
Do some sexting with
You're listening to BearPodcast.com.
He called and then he was freaked out. You're really bitter here.
I am very bitter.
Bitter.
It's been a
Party of
shitty
one
week.
over
The
here.
bitter party of one right here. It's been a shitty week, let me tell you.
Welcome everyone to Bear Podcast. I am Nard.
And I am Ray.
And
we're celebrating our anniversary.
It's our 8th year of Bear Podcast. Woo! Yeah, it's been 8 years. We started August 1st, 2005, actually. So that's when I learned how to handle RSS feeds and doing the recording. Because I know how to edit audio back then.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew how...
Did you have GarageBand? Is that what you did it in?
No, I did it with... What did I use? I used something else. I used GarageBand in 2007, starting 2007, 2008. But back then I was using Magic's software. Anyway, I just knew how to edit audio, and from that time on, I've been doing this. It used to be short clips, short audio, short radio shows, and then it just grew up like this to a video. And Ray joined 2006, right? You joined 2006 around episode 60 when we were doing it, and Ray joined the show.
That's right. Been here 6 years now.
Yeah, and before that was Excalibur.
Roy
was my co-host back then, and then Ray came in. Okay, so 8th anniversary. Wow, we've gone a long way, and right now I haven't seen you, Ray, for 2 weeks.
I know.
For 2 or 3
Some
weeks
people's
already.
been out traveling the world. Well, I sit at home.
We were
and
just
remodel.
in P-Town. Oh, see, you spend your time remodeling while we travel.
That's right.
Just the same. So actually, I just came from P-Town and in Maine, and actually it was a big week. We got to see my old friends Benny and Carrie. We were there. Benny and Carrie were at Bear Watch too, right?
Yep.
Okay, so P-Town, Bear Week, 3,000 bears all in one place. I got to go to a reading of Bear City, the novel.
Oh,
remember
that kind of reading, yeah.
Yeah, Bear City, the novel. I met the Where the Bears Are guys. It must be flashing the pictures here.
Yeah.
And I saw Ron Serratia. There's just so many people I got to meet for the first time. So.
Did you get to spend your time with our favorite DJ? Or your favorite DJ?
My favorite DJ, who? Sean Mack? Which one?
No.
Well, Sean Mack was there too. DJ? Which DJ?
The one that used to be in the band. My mind just went.
Oh, Bob Mould.
Bob Mould.
I saw Bob Mould at the oh God, I forgot the name. It's a bar. It's a very weird bar with low ceilings. I forgot the name. Maybe you guys who were in the province town may remember. But yeah, I got to see him. I didn't get to talk to him. I wish I did, but it's just not conducive to chatting.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were there in P-Town, and David was with us. He podcasted with us at the Dick Dock.
At the Dick Dock. How are things at the Dick Dock?
It was phenomenal. No, not at all. It's like
Was Mike's guy there this year? Piss.
The piss guy.
Piss guy was there.
Piss guy wasn't there. The piss guy wasn't there this time. But I got stories about that later. Okay, I cannot say in the show because some of our friends are might not want to listen to it. But anyways,
our scat queen friends.
No, yeah, the scat. I
don't say names, Dave, but
okay. So after that, we went back to Boston. Mm-hmm. So we went to Boston and then went to P-Town.
But y'all were in P-Town for another reason too.
It's actually our anniversary.
That's right.
It's our first anniversary, first wedding anniversary, me and Mike. So
yeah, but it was y'all's 11th
11th year. Actually, it's our 11th year
year
together.
together. There you go.
Last weekend was our actually 11th year that we've seen each other. So it does feel good. Anyway, so yeah, we celebrate our 11th year together, me and Mike. Yay! Okay, so we also hanged out with Dave. Dave was with us and went back to Boston. Oh, I want to do a shout out to some Filipino friends that I met there. Arvin and Brandon. Also a couple of friends, Kai, Rick from San Francisco, from the California. There's so many of you guys who were there at the TBRU. I've met them before.
Okay.
They're thinking of going to Drench Fur.
Oh,
So that would be great.
It's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so after that, we went to Maine. Mike and I went to Maine, and then we went to the Acadian National Park. So Dave wanted to go, Mike
Yeah.
wanted to go.
And that's where y'all find the book of scat for animals.
Yes! Actually, yes.
I get this text when it's about look, animal scat. And I'm like, what the hell are they doing up in Maine?
I know. They do have nice blueberry stuff. So.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's pretty much the week for us, and it's just
Well, you went to Austin this weekend.
yeah, we went to Austin. We went to Austin last Friday because we had to watch the Stick Wigglies. They're Houston band. They're playing in Austin. Yeah. We got to see them. It's kind of bizarre watching a 50-year-old guy singing punk hardcore, just fuck this, fuck that, singing like that, and then taking off his clothes on stage. I don't know. It's just bizarre. I
We're
now
getting there. Don't
we're
say
getting there
bizarre.
ourselves. That's right. Oh my God, we're getting old.
It's only bizarre when other 50-year-olds do it. When you're doing it yourself, it's all good. So.
Okay. Also, Mike and I ate the cake. It is your idea, Mike. Ray.
You're
Ray-
supposed to eat the top of the cake first year anniversary. We should have bought a Tupperware dish to seal it up to make it so it would stay fresher, but we didn't. We wrapped it all
Was
up.
it supposed to be fresh in that
Well, I mean,
Tupperware?
it's supposed to be stale or anything.
It was,
Are you sure you let it thaw out?
Yeah, about a few hours. Well, I took it out from the fridge. Then we went to Austin, and then we came back. Probably about 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
6 hours. Did you say
Maybe
6,
along that
7
because
hours?
it took 8 hours to go up to Austin and get back and do the concert.
Yeah. We were there for about 2 hours.
Oh.
So we got to eat the cake. Mike and I ate the cake, and it was okay. It was sweet. I think my stomach got a little upset that evening, but I was okay in the morning. Well, Mike's stomach is always upset anyway. So, so yeah, that's our activity.
Save me a piece.
Believe me, you don't want it. Ray, you wouldn't want
When
it.
have you met a fat boy that don't want cake? Come on now.
Not a year-old cake. Gosh. Okay, so how about you, Ray? What have you been up to? For 2 weeks? What have you been up to?
I've done nothing but work with Mr. Robbie, on that damn house, cleaning, painting, fixing, unpacking, remodeling. That seems like all we've done is work at the house. I mean, we were either painting or doing stuff or fixing something or getting stuff ready because his parents are getting ready to come over to the house and stay with us for a couple months till his dad gets better and gets back on his feet a lot better, and all that good stuff. So, but that's about it. Other than going out and seeing a couple movies. Sunday is the first time I've seen Julio in months. And,
Oh, really?
Hadn't seen you in a couple weeks. And,
Yeah, it's been a few
so,
weeks. I haven't seen
it
Ray.
hasn't been that much going on. It's just, trying to get all that stuff. It's a lot of work. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a busy week. What I do want to talk about something you watched. Well, we watched. Well, you watched it last week, right?
What, Pacific Rim?
Pacific Rim, Pacific Islander rimming.
Yeah, Pacific
Pacific.
Islander rimming. I rimmed a couple of guys in that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
You rimmed a couple of guys?
I would have. Yeah.
You would like to rim a couple of guys
Yeah.
in the movie?
The lead guy and I can't remember what his name was, but he's also in Tron. He played the son in Tron Legacy.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
was the Tron guy?
Yeah, that's the Tron guy with his fine muscle self. And then, of course, Warlow from True Blood is on there, and he plays the Australian asshole.
Uh-huh.
So,
we were talking about it earlier. A little bit of a spoiler alert. There's that Warlow guy should have been the one who lived, and his father should have been the one who died.
yeah.
It's just something. I'll probably just post something about it on Facebook.
Yeah, but it's a good story. I
It's
enjoyed
good.
it.
Oh my God, I enjoyed it. I really
Did
enjoyed
you see it
it.
in 3D?
I saw it in 3D.
Did you think it was incredible in 3D?
It was incredible in
Okay,
3D.
so I got to go see it in 3D because I just saw it in regular digital, and then somebody said, "Oh no, man, you got to go see it in 3D. It is awesome."
Hmm. I watched it because remember those days when you were a kid when you used to watch
Robotech.
Robotech, Voltus 5 in the Philippines, or Mazinger Z in the Philippines. We used to watch that. There's lots of anime back then, all robots.
Yeah,
And we just loved it. I mean, it's just that feeling.
yeah,
only live action.
live action. Yeah.
Yeah, live action and
What was the other?
CGI
What was the
and
other one?
everything.
Voltron.
Voltron.
Yeah, it's kind of like
It would-
that. So
things
Robbie
that
thought
you
it was a
could-
Transformers movie.
Oh, really? Oh no!
I said, "I thought those were the
That's
Transformer
a-
robots." I said, "Okay, whatever."
It's a Transformers movie.
So
But it's a good idea. It's a they call the robots, the big machines, Jaegers.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking it's a drink.
no, that's Jägermeister.
That's Jägermeister, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what happened in the end. It's a Jaeger bomb.
Yeah, Jaeger bomb. That's exactly what happened.
Jaeger bomb.
So
Okay. So So that's what we watched, and what else? The Wolverine. You watched the Wolverine. What do you think of the Wolverine?
I liked it. There's a couple things I had wrong, but overall, I think I liked it. It was a good, nice movie. It's good to see Hugh Jackman all buffed out and
Oh yeah.
muscled up. And
You know what's funny?
the funny part was the two Asian ladies trying to give him a bath at the beginning of the movie.
Oh yeah. You know what's funny?
But they didn't give us full ass. They just
No,
kind
not
of
at
gave
all.
like a little hip action.
Just a little hip. You know what I found funny there is, he was fighting and everything. He would start singing Jean Valjean
Yeah.
because he was in he's Jean Valjean in
Les
Les
Mis,
Mis. And I thought, while he's doing it, he's fighting and everything, he would start busting out in song. But no,
No.
he didn't. No. It's
No,
pretty good.
So that was it. It's pretty about it for the weekend. Robbie's dad finally made it home last week from the
Mhm.
hospital. Did great on the heart surgery and all that kind of stuff.
That's
So
good to hear. Okay.
he's up and around. He's not at full strength, but he's doing good. So
Okay.
probably gonna come stay with us here real quick. So, but that's been it for my 2 weeks. I mean,
That's
Mr. O'Donnell has kept me busy at that house.
Really?
Yes,
Well, that's good.
cracking that whip, making me work. So
Okay, so every anniversary, we always play the top 10 audio. We used to do this, top 10 audio, top 10 shows that we had, top 5. This time, we're going to do top 10 YouTube videos. So these are...
because we've been doing it for long enough, we can have that.
Yeah, we can. Because before it was just a mix.
That's right.
We didn't know what to do with the videos. Posted on Vimeo, posted it on YouTube. But I think the YouTube videos are working really well.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Right there. All right, so shall we go? Let's do down the countdown. Let's go to
Number 10.
during dinner tonight. We had a topic on the table about Xtube search words.
Gary,
Okay.
Gary doesn't watch HTube. He's too innocent for that.
He's too innocent. Gary's too innocent. Okay. We wanted to know what's your search term.
What my search term is?
Yeah, don't you search stuff on sites like that, or do you plead the fifth?
Like, like if I was Gary, I'd probably be searching for double penetration, twink,
Or
muscle guy,
chaser?
or chaser.
There's a type of chaser there. Yeah. This I was telling them. Telling Dave and Rob earlier. I was doing. I would search for bear, and older and mature. So we would like to know, Gary. How about yours?
Well, despite how Ray, I think, conflictively describes me as chaste and pure, yet the other words he thought I was looking up on Xtube.
Okay.
Some popular terms that may have been entered in the past would be
Scat.
No.
Ray, this isn't about you.
Okay. Ray, it's not all about you, Ray. Okay.
Outdoors.
Walks on the beach.
Yeah.
Outdoor.
Like, walks on the beach.
Trails in the woods.
Okay.
Parks.
Water
forests.
sports.
No water sports.
Really? Okay, that is what show, right?
BearPodcast, episode 456. It was our Louis weekend show where we talked about the Harlem Shake. We both survived Louis weekend and had a good time and all that good stuff. I had my big date with Robbie at Fleming's
Oh, really? At the
Yeah.
date back then? Okay.
That was a real nice date, Fleming's date.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, this
'cause
episode.
Valentine's was that week.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So it's Valentine's
that's right,
week.
that's why you went to
So that
Fleming's.
was Fleming's for Valentine's. So.
Mhm.
And then we had what's his name, Gary Schneider on the show.
Yes, Gary was our guest from Erie, Pennsylvania.
The competition now.
Yeah, I don't really. Okay. Yeah, Gary. He's our guest at the episode. We talked about Drench for 9, and we also asked him about Xtube search terms. Remember that? We asked him about he liked outdoors, truck stops. Something like that. That's what he liked. What did you say back then? Well,
I can't remember.
you can't remember.
You can go watch the video.
I just type bear. That's what I do. Bear, enter, and then change
And then all these bareback
relevance
videos
to
come
date
up.
added, and I see the latest videos.
Yeah, and then you get all these bareback videos because people don't know how to spell bear.
Yeah, some of them. And also, we talked about the Harlem Shake that was beginning a hit back then.
Yeah, that was like overnight sensation.
Yeah, that's right.
So
So we'll talk about that more later. Okay, let's go to number 9.
And joining us today is Rich Shields from Capital City Bears. Welcome to the show, Rich.
Oh, thank you very much for inviting me.
Yes, awesome to
which capital
hear you.
city is this, Rich? Just to clarify.
I'm sorry, repeat that again, right?
I said, which capital city is this? Just to clarify for all the listeners.
The Capital City Bears is a group based out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, so the capital of Pennsylvania. It's south central PA, about 30 miles north of the border from Maryland.
Oh, okay. Capital City, Harrisburg.
See, I was thinking when it says capital city, I was thinking D.C.
No, that's too far from Pennsylvania.
That's
Okay.
true. It's about
Okay, this number 9 is actually Bear Podcast 433. It's a Southern Decadence episode. We had the Capital City Bears and our interview with Rich from Harrisburg. So that's the weekend I went to. Well, we didn't record at Southern Decadence, but we were just at Southern Decadence,
But you wore white after Labor Day.
I did wear white shoes. And Rich Shields from the Capital City Bears joined us, and we talked about their event that month, and it's the 7th anniversary of their club. Wow, 7 years.
Yeah.
It's a very young club compared to, well, wait a second, Houston Bears is about a year,
Yeah, well,
less than a year.
no, it's actually over 10. Actually, it's over about 15 years now. We just changed the name from the Houston Area Bears.
Yeah, we
to
just
Houston
changed the
Bears,
name. Okay.
All right, moving on. Number 8.
And this is episode 460, and we are recording live
At TBRU.
at TBRU. And
So it might be kind of noisy behind us because I think are they doing drag bingo in there or what are they doing?
they're doing, I think it's a bingo. I think it's
Bingo.
It's
I think they're doing
right
drag
now.
bingo in there. So
Yeah. So we're here, and we're wearing our growler shirts.
yellow shirts, yes.
Yeah, it's,
Actually, I should have had that one on there to match my socks.
oh, that's right. Here, we'll exchange. Mine is a large. No, it's a medium.
It
Yours is an
won't-
XL.
Won't fit.
It'll be like a sausage. No, okay.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
This is Mike from San Diego. He's the owner and proprietor of Gerwear, and this is his stuff. And I bought, I don't know how many things I buy from you this weekend?
Not enough.
Not enough. Good answer. So how's it going?
Good.
Yeah? Doing good?
Yeah.
Selling a lot of stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can't complain.
How many boxes of stuff did you bring with you?
4 tote bags, actually.
4 tote bags, and you had to rent a car and fill it all the way up to like the ceiling?
Yeah.
All the way, yeah. So.
What's number 8, Ray?
Bear Podcast, episode 460. Live at TBRU 18.
Yes, that's right. Yes, and we were there at the Crown Plaza. We were
That's right.
recording on location at Texas Bear Roundup, 18 in Dallas.
Yeah.
Is it 18? Yeah.
18, yep.
And yeah,
walked around the vendor mall, interviewed some peeps,
Mhm.
talked to some bunch of stuff. So it was pretty nice. It was
Yeah, we
fun.
talked to Mike from San Diego. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, we had a great time there. It was good, and it was Robbie's first bear run, right?
First real bear run. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to number 7.
What happens when an ex approaches you and just wants to have a sexual relationship?
Meaning, no, not a relationship, but wants to play,
Regularly.
do something
Mhm.
sexual. That's a good question. I mean, there are two ways to answer that, I guess. One is really, are you still, if you're wanting to have to continue a relationship, I guess why not? But then it is your ex, so I don't think it's always a bad idea to go back to your ex
Well, yeah.
most of the time. Right?
Most of the time. So, but the sex was always incredible.
Okay.
If nothing else in the relationship worked, the sex was there.
Oh, okay. So the other answer would be maybe just enjoy it as it is.
Yes.
Enjoy it as it is.
Enjoyed it as it is. So how many of y'all have done that? Let us know if you've hooked up with your ex and it's just been a purely sexual relationship. And then let me know after you've done it for 3 or 4 weeks if you find yourself still attached to them. There's still some emotional attachment there. And you're trying not to let that interfere.
Okay, Bear Podcast 436, Sex Experience with the Ex. And Bear from Chicago. We feature DJ Ed Ferrier, and from Chicago. That's the episode that we had. And yeah, we saw the video that you Ray, brought a topic about sex experiences with your ex.
Ex, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was talking about having sex with your ex after y'all broke up.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
right.
so-
Having sex with your ex after you're broken up, if you're gonna continue the relationship or not. Yeah, so it was kind of a good episode. I liked it.
Yeah.
Although the video was kind of wonky because of the lighting. We were trying to adjust it. It was going dark and the video didn't look too
Yeah.
good. Anyway, that's around the time also that I got my. I was about to get my iPhone 5. We're recording it right now with. Yeah, it was a. Yeah. Also, we all talked about the sniff party. We didn't get to attend the sniff party. Did you hear about that?
Uh-uh.
There was something on Craigslist, I think, or some news that there was a sniff party in Houston. I really don't know. It's really maybe it's an armpit sniffing or probably crotch sniffing. I don't know, but it's an event. So we didn't go. We'll check it out
I'm
next
glad
next
certain
year.
people I know didn't see that.
Yeah, that's right. They would have liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right.
Number 6.
All right. Number 6 is our video of Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe. And he was dancing at the TBRE at the Hidden Door.
It's the Harlem Shake.
No, he's not doing
Oh,
the
no,
Harlem
we're not
Shake.
doing the Harlem
But he was shaking himself. He's really, hot ginger bear, and he's dancing over there, and it's really hot, just doing what he does.
Yeah.
With the bunny ears. I think he had bunny ears back then.
Uh-huh.
You know this. You've been to the Hidden Door on Sunday at TBRU? Never. Right.
I was at church on Sunday.
Right. That's what they call it, church.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's go to number 5. number 5 is our video of Jeff at Drenchford. Jeff is from Michigan, I think. I think he's from Michigan. Yeah. And Jeff is it's one of our top videos because he's doing the water
waterfall,
scene.
yeah.
We've been doing those water scenes. First, we did it with Eric, and that hit about 25,000 hits.
Yeah.
And this one is the
And
pure.
then Dave tried it and he got 12. I forgot how many he got.
I think he only had about 2,000, 2,500. I can't remember, but yeah, it's a lot of fun at Drench Farm. Okay.
Number 4.
Okay, now for the bizarre.
Oh, this is a good one.
Okay.
Biologist Juliano Tupan discovered a rare species of wee animal in the Amazon that looks quite happy to see him. It's an exciting discovery for science and arousing news for the interweb.
Who's the writer of this article? My
awesome.
God.
Who couldn't stop giggling because the animal named, Atritochoana azelti?
Aconda.
Yeah, something. Looks just like a penis.
Mm-hmm.
Experts demurely called it the floppy snake, but it was quickly renamed the manaconda by the Sun.
Oh,
Trouser snake and penis snake by others.
Oh, that's lame. Okay.
They stopped sniggering long enough to learn that the animal is actually not a snake, but rather a type of Sicilian. Sicilian? That doesn't sound right. Caecilian? Caecilian. A limbless and blind amphibian that is thought to be aquatic and lacks lungs. It breathes through its skin instead. So, when you get a chance, go down there and play with the...
And they found it because they were damming up a river in Amazon and they were draining it. And here the big old penises were flopping around at the bottom.
Oh, my God.
Okay, this is BearPodcast 430. This is Gay Olympians and the Dick Snake. Remember the Dick Snake?
The Dick Snake. Yeah, it's an article that we read, and Dave was there with us. Yeah.
We talked about that. What was going on with the Olympics? What was Dave talking about? Song poop.
Song pop.
Pop.
He was talking about song pop
poop.
that day.
Sorry, dyslexia.
Yeah, and we were talking about that Dick Snake. Like it's actually a water animal thing, and it looks
like
a
big water snake. It was kind of nasty. It was like
nasty.
a huge dick, but it was kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes, and actually, that's when we were also commenting on the Olympics while doing the show.
Yeah,
the Olympics was on the TV, and we were
doing the show. We're like, oh my god,
oh my god. Okay, all right. Next one is number 3. Do you want to talk about Walking Dead, or do you want to?
Oh my god, did y'all see what happened on The Walking Dead last night? It changed everything.
No, I don't want to hear
I'm not going to say anything because these losers have not watched yet, but we've totally gone completely different direction than the comic book.
It's recorded here on my DVR over
Totally
here.
different direction. I mean,
Okay,
y'all see it?
I'm gonna.
Where I think it was Newsweek had already published that.
Newsweek, yeah. I think it was Newsweek.
They'd already done 2 different covers of 2 women kissing and 2 guys kissing. That the war had been won.
The war had been won for that is the pro-gay, not because the Supreme Court already supports. It's just that it already won everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, it's over 50% of U.S. population supports it now.
Yeah, more. Yeah, so it's more the population, not necessarily the Supreme Court, is actually supporting
It's
it.
going to keep going that way.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. I mean,
so
what
do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, let's take
when
bets. Let's do an online bet. We can come back.
What do y'all think is going to happen when the Supreme Court rules on these cases?
I think I'll go first, then you guys can go.
All right.
I think Prop 8 gets kind of thrown. I don't think that gets thrown out because it's the states doing it. I think that, and especially because California has an alternate law that gives people the same rights. I think it's going to be really close, but I don't think that one gets overturned. But I think DOMA does, because DOMA is a specific federal law, and there's 2 reasons why it's going to get turned over. One, it's the federal law usurping states' rights. So there's that argument. I know Anthony Kennedy was against that. And the other thing was, it's basically a law that has gone after a very small subset group, where you can't really do that. The laws have to be very broad.
Right.
And
Like
that's the
blacks can't
problem,
marry
I think, with
whites.
that law. They went after a very small subset group, and there's real, honest-to-goodness problems with the taxes and things like that that are being discriminated against, and that there's $325,000 that the person who brought that lawsuit basically had to pay in tax because she was married to her partner.
She's married to a partner and didn't have all the rights. So.
Right.
Number 3 is episode 462, and we talked about Prop 8, Doma, and we went to the nude beach and about bat sex also. I think we're talking about bats having oral sex.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin. They may have done oral sex before too. So we talked about Prop 8 and Doma, and as you guys know already,
it's all gone.
It's all gone. It's all gone.
They're still trying to fight in California. Somebody is still trying to fight in California. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And of course, you were shocked by Walking Dead. You remember that? You were you were screaming about somebody who died. That it changed the whole thing.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So we won't spoil it for now. Okay, Ray.
Okay. Number 2.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice butt.
Yeah,
So
sure.
what's your number?
Can I buy you a beer? Do you work out a lot? Do you come here often? Woof, what a bear.
Welcome to BearPodcast, everyone. This is Nard.
And this is Ray.
And joining us today are the stars of Where the Bears Are, Ben Zook and Joe Deedle. Welcome, Ben and Joe.
Hey there, how are you?
Hey. Ray actually got in touch with you. Actually, we've been, monitoring the internets lately, and we got to watch all your videos, and you just released your episode 8. That was awesome, and yeah, it was really hilarious. So, welcome to the show. It's great to have you guys as our guest.
Well, it's great to be on your show. I appreciate you asking us.
Mm-hmm.
How's everything going? From everything we've seen, everybody's taking the show very well.
You know, it's going really, really well. We couldn't be happier. We did this show because, we all sort of work out here in Los Angeles in the film industry. I write screenplays, and I've acted in some pilots that didn't go to series. And Joe has done a lot of commercials as an actor. And Rick Hoff, is a writer who wrote for the Golden Globes at the age of 24, the guy who plays Reggie. And, you get really frustrated trying to set stuff up out here because it's just so hard to set up anything. It's a really tough business. And we decided to do this show because we just got tired of hearing no, so we wanted to do something that nobody can say no to. So we bought the equipment, and then Rick whipped out the script pretty quickly, the scripts, and then we cast it very quickly. We only had one day of casting, and then we started shooting in March, and then we got it up online, and the response has been so much bigger than we ever anticipated. I mean, we sort of did this like, we'll see who watches our little web show, and it's just gotten a huge response. We're going to hit I think 1 million views in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
On all the episodes.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
which
great.
Is pretty amazing. Yeah. But if you add up our Vimeo hits with our YouTube hits, it's going to hit 1 million probably, I think, in 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's awesome. I wish we had the million.
And people are. What's that?
I wish we had the million in our shows, but but go ahead.
Oh, we've just been so lucky. I mean,
Episode 432, Where the Bears Are, interview with Ben Zook and Joe Deedle.
Yes, that's our episode. Yeah, we had them in the show when they're around their 8th episode, Where the Bears Are 8, episode 8 of season 1, and we had them in the show, and we got to interview them. We talked about their hit series, their hit web series, and like I said earlier, we got to meet. I got to meet in P-Town all of them, the cast. Joe Deedle, who plays Wood. Ben Zook, who plays Nelson, and Rick Kopp, who plays Reggie in Where the Bears Are. They're on season 2 right now. I'm still translating for them, and I got a free T-shirt from them. So, yay! Thank you guys. And no hot toddy. Sorry, Ray. No hot toddy.
He must have been editing a movie.
Okay, yeah. Maybe he was. Maybe he was traveling. Okay, here we go. Drum roll. Number 1.
Con los terroristas.
It's the Harlem Shake at Bear Yoga. That's about more than right now. It's about 6,000 plus hits right now, and as you can see, it's not much, not a lot of hits, but still, that's pretty big for for a few months. When we did that last March, at the MCC, we did it inside a church. Well, the gym at the church. Where we do yoga.
The gay church.
It's the gay church. That's where we do yoga, and we got together with Darren and Dave and Robin and many others.
And I was out that night. Something was going on. I think I had a date that night with Robbie.
Oh, you had a date? Okay.
Yeah.
Missed it.
I missed it. I was not in the video.
Would have been fun.
Although my mother thought I was in the video after she saw it on YouTube.
Oh, she did? She thought you were there. Which one was you?
She's like, aren't you the guy with she thought I was Rob.
You're not that well. you don't wear orange either. So.
Yeah. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's our top 10 videos since August last year. So it's a yearly thing. Every anniversary, like I said, we do the top 10 shows. Hope you guys liked it.
Yeah. And for our Bear Radio listeners, I hope you've enjoyed this part of the show and you get to come back. We do a full hour-long show, and you can find us on YouTube, so you can see the full video. Mm-hmm. And you can also find us on what all the rest of them, because I can't remember. It's been 2 weeks.
Oh, I know.
Vimeo,
yeah. There's a lot of them.
YouTube, iTunes, the whole 9 yards if you don't listen or watch the whole show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and we're changing the show around this little week since it's the eighth year anniversary. So we're going to move into our next thing, talking about the fall TV season.
That's right.
Instead of doing the gay, the geek, and the bizarre.
That's right.
Houston! I know! Public transportation! Gonna go out, but she didn't like a bunch with me, 'cause she was scared of all the blacks and Vietnamese. Houston! I know! Public transportation!
All right, Ray. What do you have for us, Ray?
Well, this week, since the 8th anniversary, we're taking a little break here from the gay, the geek, and the bizarre, and we're going to talk about some TV and movie news for the next little bit to change it up a little bit. But Maynard put this on here about the new Steve Jobs movie.
Yes.
With Ashton Kutcher, or Ashton Kutcher as I like to call him, playing Steve Jobs. And the whole reason Maynard's put this on here is because in the earlier episode we talked about Pacific Rim. So the title in the show is going to be Pacific Rim Jobs.
That's right. I
Rim
love it.
Jobs.
So I just like playing with it. Well, there's a comma in before Jobs.
Yes,
so
but when somebody
it will be subtle.
Goes to search
We have
Rim
to explain
Jobs,
all this on the show too, right?
when somebody goes to search Google Rim Job, it's going to pull the show up. So he's going to be like, "Look at all these hits! Yay!"
Yes. Yeah, I want to mention because before watching the Wolverine, I saw the preview. No, was it that or was it? Yeah, it was. It was when I was watching the Wolverine. They did the preview of Jobs. It's called Jobs. The movie is called Jobs, and it's starring Ashton Kutcher, and I think he really does look like. They made him look like a lot of Steve Jobs, and did a good job. And I think the one who plays Steve Wozniak, the bear, long-haired bear geek and everything, he's pretty cute. But at first I thought he was like a younger version of the guy with the big bear from Lost.
Mm-hmm.
But no, he's not. He's not. But somebody's totally different.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I just had to put in Jobs there. So okay, Rim Jobs,
Mm-hmm.
Pacific Rim Jobs. Okay, let's go on with the movies, Ray. Other movies.
Okay, well, it's not movies. It's more TV
shows.
TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of our gay geek thing altogether here, because it is the fall TV. The new shows coming on that are the sci-fi really gay TV shows. So we can start with the big one that's going to hit this year, which is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which will be coming on Tuesday nights on ABC. Or let me break this down. Let's do all the ABC shows first, and then we'll break it down by network. How about that?
Okay.
So ABC. So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to be on Tuesday nights at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. One of the most hotly anticipated new shows of the season is set in the world of Marvel's Avengers and created by Joss Whedon, which is the big thing of this. Joss Whedon's is doing this. The TV series follows the agents of the government agency S.H.I.E.L.D. when the world's superheroes are not around. Led by resurrected Agent Coulson, the group investigates unclassified cases of people with emerging superpowers as well as other mysteries. Mm-hmm. So they've been playing the hell out of the sneak peeks of this for the last 3 months. Mm-hmm. So let's hope it is as good as it's going to be because it's getting a lot of hype. And I think a lot of people are looking forward to this because...
And one thing about this, it's in ABC. It's not in Fox.
That's right.
It's in ABC. There's a big possibility that this is not going to get canceled.
Yeah. Okay. Especially since Disney owns Marvel now, and it's one of their ABC, and they own ABC too. So
yeah, might as well.
It has a lot going for it. So, but what do you think? Have you seen?
I've seen the previews, and it's interesting because they're using high tech stuff. There's not much heroes. I guess there's going to be heroes.
Well, there's going to be some heroes, but I don't think you're going to see Thor, the Hulk, unless they make some cameo appearance.
They might not do so. That's the good thing about this. They can really do cameo.
And they can do crossovers with the movies that are coming out.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see.
I like how Marvel is doing it. Yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, it's funny they did say resurrected Agent Coulson because this is actually pretty much a prequel of everything, right?
I don't think so. I think this takes place after.
But
see, he comes back because in one of the previews I saw, they thought he was dead. And then he walks out and they're like, oh, you're alive.
Really?
Really.
What is that? When did that happen?
It was one of the prequels when the guy, he's like, oh, I'm level 6 and stuff. And then he walks out and he said, well, I'm level 7. And he said, you're dead. No, I'm not. Or something like that. It was
really?
Yeah.
That's kind of lame. He died because of Loki. And then...
Well, maybe he didn't. Maybe there was something about that he didn't die. So, and maybe they'll explain it or maybe they won't. Maybe he has superpowers.
That's why I was thinking it's a prequel because of that.
No, so.
Anyway, okay.
All right, you take the next one.
The next one is Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. It's going to be on Thursdays at 8, 7 Central. After 2 successful years with Once Upon a Time... Yeah, Ray, I remember you always watched this before.
That's right.
ABC is giving the show a spin-off. Wow, it's a spin-off now. In the storybook Wonderland. It follows Alice, starred by Sophie Lowe, who begins in an insane asylum in Victorian London, telling stories of their visits to an amazing world populated by hookah-smoking caterpillars, invisible cats, evil queens, a talking rabbit, and more. Let's go. When Alice learns that her lost love is still alive, she escapes the asylum and returns with the Knave of Hearts and White Rabbit to new adventures in Wonderland. Kind of interesting.
Yeah. So if any of you ever watched Once Upon a Time, which is basically Disney took all the storybook characters, Seven White, the Big Bad Wolf, Giants, everything, and and put it all into this one town called Storybrooke and wrap this whole story right. And it's been pretty good. I haven't been that bored with it. I will say I missed the last of this season, so when I get time, I got to catch up on it on Netflix.
Oh, so Netflix now? Okay.
It's on Netflix. I don't know if they got this season out, but I think it should be coming out soon because I missed like the last 6 episodes of it because of work and other stuff going on. So, but this should be good because I'm kind of like I've always liked Alice in Wonderland. So, and Tim Burton's doing the new the next Alice in Wonderland movie too. So,
okay,
that was announced here recently too. So, let's move on. Our last new show on ABC is called Resurrection. And this is starting mid-season, so it's going to be a replacement for something that doesn't make it or get come back. It was formerly titled The Returned. Omar Epps stars in this series about a town of Arcadia, Missouri, where loved ones who have died in years past suddenly start returning, alive and well, and without having aged. It starts with a young boy found in China who Epps' character returns home, only to learn that the boy had died more than 30 years ago.
So it's like 4,400.
It might be. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with this.
Are they going to have powers?
Don't know. They don't say that. It just says.
Oh, good
But
Lord.
could you imagine? I mean, there would be some people I'd love to have back, and some not so much.
Like 4400, you like that back?
Well, no, like it'd be cool. There's certain people that left your life that you would like back, and then all of a sudden they started reappearing.
Oh yeah.
A couple of them might have to give a piece of my mind when they got back, but
well, actually, me too. Well, not piece of my mind, but more like I would like to, for him to know me better.
Yeah.
Him to my dad. Anyway, okay, so that's resurrection. So are we gonna go to the next one?
Yep. So
All right.
the next network is not my favorite network, but they do some good shows. Is Fox.
Okay, let's go with Fox. Almost Human, not to be confused with Being Human. Okay, Almost Human. Mondays 8/7 Central. Starts late fall. Carl Urban, Star Trek, and which one is he?
Dr. McCoy.
Dr. McCoy.
Yeah.
And Michael Ealy star in this futuristic drama about an LAPD officer partnered with an artificial life form. It's another show from J.J. Abrams, so it should be good.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams and Friends, and looks to be one of the fall's best new genre shows.
If it makes it past how many episodes?
13.
Yeah.
13.
So we'll see.
Episode 13 seasons.
Yeah.
One season. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And the new show that I'm interested in is called Sleepy Hollow. It comes on Monday nights, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And they're saying it's going to repeat on Friday nights at the same time. So I guess they're showing it twice a week to fill spots for Fox networks that don't have this.
Because they don't have much fun.
Yeah.
Good.
So Ichabod Crane is ripped through time 250 years into the present day, where he teams up with a female cop and uses his knowledge of the secrets of American history and the founding fathers to solve the mysteries of the town of Sleepy Hollow. But also pulled into the present day is his nemesis, the Headless Horseman, who is revealed to be one of the mythical four horsemen of the apocalypse described in the book of Revelation.
Really?
So and I've seen previews for this, and it looks kind of interesting because he is doing all this stuff. He's dealing with General George Washington, all this other stuff that's been going on in the past, and then he comes forward and it's like he knows all this stuff that nobody really doesn't know because it's been lost with history. So, plus you're dealing with the Headless Horseman. So,
it's pretty sad.
That's pretty good.
I'm sure it's going to be a big history lesson.
Yeah.
Next is Believe on NBC. So we're now switching networks. It's NBC. It's Believe. It's going to be Sundays at 9/8 Central. Starts mid-season. Also from Abrams' team is this drama about a young girl named Bo, who has all sorts of extraordinary abilities. Levitation, telekinesis, the ability to control nature, and even predict the future. So, levitation, he is like, he could fly.
It's almost a revamping of Heroes.
Yeah, it's like Heroes. Yeah.
Except it's just one girl.
Yeah. And all her life, Bo has been quietly cared for by a small group called the True Believers. But now that she is reaching puberty, her powers are growing stronger, and there are people who want to find her and use her for their own interests. To protect her, the Believers choose Tate, a wrongly convicted death row inmate who they spring from prison. Tate and Bo are on the run, and he begins to learn her true significance as they touch the lives of the people they meet.
Which I find this very interesting because of that prison break that just happened this week.
Oh, really? Prison break?
Yeah, there was a whole prison break where people, like 2 cars through the gates, ladders, the whole 9 yards to get this person escaped. Wow. I hadn't seen the whole story yet, but I was watching some of it on the news last night, and I was like, what the hell? And then I saw all this, and I was like, well, that's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now on to my favorite network, the CW, or better known as Pretty Little White People with Problems.
Okay.
Because, it's known for the shows like Vampire Diaries, Pretty Little White People with Problems.
At some point, Smallville.
Yeah, Smallville, Supernatural. The list goes on. So, but they have the most offerings coming out this year. And that is, the first one is The 100. It's going to start mid-season. It's a post-apocalyptic future 97 years after a worldwide nuclear war. Now that the powers that be at the Ark space station are sending 100 juvenile delinquents back to the decimated Earth to investigate the possibilities of resettling the planet. It looks like the show, the CW's most solidly sci-fi offering, will include both the planet side and the space station. The cast includes lost Henry Eichen Cusick and Grey's Anatomy Isaiah Washington. Now, I watched the preview for this online that they had, and it was kind of scattered about what was going on, and I don't know if they did that just to throw you off so you don't know exactly what's happening, but they have 100 juvenile delinquents in a space prison in this ark that the last remaining people of Earth are living on. It's falling apart. So they're like, we got to see if we can survive on Earth or we're all going to die.
Mm-hmm.
So these juvenile delinquents get blasted down to Earth with no supervision, nothing, and then they get turned loose and they just go crazy.
There's gonna be like a big drama there.
It's sort of like Lord of the Flies kind of type thing where no adult supervision and they went crazy. But at the very end of the clip, something eats one of them and the other one gets a spear through the chest.
Ah.
So, but it's interesting that's only 100 years after a nuclear war that there's not so much radiation that it still won't kill you. If it's been worldwide like they said it was.
People have powers there again.
So, but who knows?
Okay.
And the next one that Maynard's going to cover.
The Originals, Tuesday, 8/7 Central. The Originals. The much talked about spin-off of the Vampire Diaries. There you go.
Right.
A spin-off of the Vampire Diaries. It's set in New Orleans. Oh!
Yeah.
It's even better.
And they've been filming down there too.
Oh, the Originals. So where the original clan of vampires lives it up. Last month's episode set up the new series, which will follow the characters Klaus and Elijah and Rebecca.
Yeah.
So
the three original vampires that were on the Vampire Diaries are now getting their own show spin-off where they go back to New Orleans and take over where he kind of started his vampire kingdom.
You know, I have to watch that because it is New Orleans. I have to tell Mike to. Since he's in New Orleans, he should watch that. Mm-hmm.
So, and they've been filming down there, from what I understand. So it should be pretty good.
Okay.
Another mid-season offering is called Star-Crossed. Originally titled Oxygen, this is the story of a high school girl who falls in love with an alien boy. He's part of a group of refugees who came to Earth years ago. His people have been treated with suspicion, but are now being integrated in society, including schools. And it looks like basically it's a revamping of racial segregation in the schools, except it's aliens this time. And the aliens just happen to be white and have kind of cool tattoos on their bodies.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only difference I see because there's a pretty little white boy. So,
okay. All right.
And this is my favorite one. I'm waiting for
I think I'm liking this one
hoping
too.
they don't screw this one up.
I hope so too. So The Tomorrow People, Wednesdays at 9/8 Central. It's a remake of the classic 1970s British series about a team of evolved humans who use their abilities to help people and fight crime. It will be interesting to see how The Tomorrow People distinguishes itself from similar shows like including Heroes, Alphas, and the newcomers of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So it's going to be another superhero show with people with powers.
Sort of. Well, this was kind of more of the original one because it's a British show. And on the British show, what happened was people were starting to evolve into the next, from Homo sapiens to Homo superiors, which is kind of like X-Men and that whole thing, except they became telekinetic, telepathic, and could teleport.
Mm-hmm.
So, and as these people started evolving, the other Tomorrow People got in and had to bring them out or they'd go crazy or die or whatever on the British show. And it's a very good show. I mean, it lasted for several years. And then back, I want to say the early 2000s, they tried to do an American update of it, and it didn't go well. It was kind of...
Tell me about it. It was in the 70s. I would like to see that version.
It used to play on Nickelodeon all the time.
Really?
I mean, that's where I watched it. I mean, I'd get home from school every day just so I could get Nickelodeon and watch it. And it was very good. I always thought it was very good because there was the lead guy, Michael, who was like the first person that he had to become a tomorrow person on his own, and it was very hard on him.
Mm-hmm.
So he made it his mission to help others because once they started developing telepathic powers, aliens in the universe started contacting them and saying, hey, is your planet starting to step up in the next evolutionary scale? We're going to be here to kind of help you.
Oh.
So there were some people, and then you come to find out that the reason this is just now happening on Earth is because an alien race built these machines thousands of years ago that kept people from becoming faster, tomorrow people, or getting the powers faster. And those machines, after thousands of years, the last one finally quit working. So as soon as it quit working, people started evolving.
Okay.
So, and that's how it all went. And there was the whole cast, and there was a pretty likable cast of English people, of English actors that were on it. So I liked it. Mm-hmm. And I hope this one's going to be just as good. So we will see. Now, there's one I didn't put on the list. and I think it's an NBC show. Dracula.
Really?
With,
Another vampire movie, a TV
well,
show?
it's going to be Dracula TV show with Jonathan Reyes, whatever his name is, the guy that was in The Tudors.
Oh, I don't remember.
From Showtime, the cute Jonathan Myers, whatever his name is, however you say it.
Mm.
And they hadn't said much about it because they don't know when it's going to be released, if it's going to be mid-season, if it's going to be in the fall. But he's a pretty big star name, so if they're spending some money on it, and it's set during Victorian times, and Dracula's coming back to get revenge on people that wronged him in the past. So
Dracula.
So it should be interesting to see how that.
Another vampire.
So
we already have True Blood. Good Lord.
So we'll have True Blood. We'll have Vampire Diaries, The Immortals, Dracula.
They're all vampires. Yeah, nice.
So it'll be interesting to see.
Okay.
So that's some of the new sci-fi and geeky shows that are coming out.
Sorry, guys, if that took too long. This is lots of TV shows.
Well, it's a lot of TV shows. So, but now you can start planning your viewing schedule for the fall. Mm-hmm. So
yeah. Okay. So well, before we kind of end the show, we have a lot of voicemails today. Actually, we've been collecting this since a couple of weeks ago, because I was out of town. And a couple of friends were commenting on the last episode. I think episode 477. I think when we talked about manscaping before going to P-Town. So here is a voicemail from Gary.
Hey guys, it's Gary, and I just wanted to chime in on the whole shaving your back discussion. So it's really a personal decision. I know when I was in college, I hated it, didn't like it at all, and tried to shave it as frequently as I could. As I grew into adulthood and appreciated my beardness more, it's a plus. And of course, Andrew loves it, so it's a permanent feature. So it's who I part of who I am, and so it stays. But that's a personal decision, something they for themselves. All right, guys, take care.
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
Okay, yeah. So he doesn't like to shave it. Yeah, he doesn't like to shave. Gary is one of our. He was our feature father. Him and Andrew were feature father many years ago on Father's Day. How many years? 4 years ago? 5 years ago? Can't remember. But yeah, he's very, very hairy. If you see Mike, he is as hairy as his hair is my partner. Okay, here's another one from Gino.
Hi, this is Gino. I think men should not shave their back. To me, I like the men with hairy back. No shaving on the back.
No shaving the back. Okay, thank you, Gino. You also don't like men shaving their backs.
I still think it's a personal preference.
Really?
I don't mind the lower back hair. It's the upper back hair that
really
drives me crazy. Yeah, I'd like to keep all this up here trimmed and on certain parts of my arms, but it drives me crazy if it's not. Now, this back here, this does not bother me.
The lower back
doesn't bother me. This up here bothers the hell out of me. So.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's just a personal thing.
What? Manscaping really is bad to me. That's what I think. Okay, here's our third.
Because you don't have all that hair to manscape.
Yeah, I live vicariously through my hairy friends. Okay, here we go to the next voicemail.
Hey guys, it's Devin.
Hey, Devin.
Just listened to your last podcast. Nard and Dave, I know you're having a good time in P-Town right now.
No, we were.
So hope to see a lot of great pictures and great stories when you guys get back. But just listened to the last podcast, and Nard was telling the story about the guy under the dick doc kept asking for piss.
Yes.
And I can't believe you don't remember the rest of the story. But Mike was like, "Oh shoot, I really have to use the bathroom." I'm like, "Oh, you should totally go down and piss on that guy." He's like, "What?" And I'm like, "You're just gonna waste it anyway. You should go on him." And I almost talked him into it, but then like the rest of us all followed him down to watch, and he got too shy to do it, so he wouldn't do it. But anywho, just thought I'd call and give you guys a hello, and hope to hear from you soon. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks, Devin. Oh my God, yeah, I remember that time.
Yes.
Piss. So Mike thought about going piss at that guy, but then he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But which would have been fine. If that's what you're into, it's all good.
That's okay. That's okay. If they
It's
want
just
to.
funny when you're sitting there and your friend's thinking about going and pissing on some guy he doesn't know. And he's sitting there under the deck going, piss.
Yes,
It's just kind of funny.
Okay. This is awesome. Anyway, so here's our friend from Atlanta.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Robert from Atlanta. Been a while since I've commented, but I just want to say congratulations on making 8 years. And I'll call back to comment on some of the topics y'all been talking about for the last few months. And again, congratulations.
Thanks, Robert. Long time no hear.
Yeah, thanks, Robert. It's good to hear from you. He has been listening to us, and yeah, he commented a few times before. And is he from Atlanta, right? I think he's from
He's from Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Georgia boy.
It's
How you
doing? 8 years. It's been so long. We should have some kind. We should have brought some champagne, but we do that usually on the last day of the year, or something like that, right? Or last episode of the year.
Yeah.
I'll probably do that. We'll see what happens. Okay, so yeah, God, the show is very long. It's very long already. It's about probably an hour.
Not quite. If we hurry it up, it won't be. So
yeah. Okay, so just a few more shout outs.
That's right. To Daddy-O for making it through the valve replacement and coming home. We're glad you're here. Julio, be careful on your upcoming drive to LA next week, or he's going to drive from Houston to LA and back.
Is he crazy?
Well, yeah, but we've known that for years. But he's going to drive up there and he's going to stop along the way and see some sights that he's wanted to do. So.
I want to do a shout out to Jim from West Virginia. I'm going to see him next month at the Gay World Series. I've been chatting with him, and I met him actually at Drenchfur, and he's going to be volunteering there at the World Series. Probably, help out the other players, and so we're going to see him next month. Also, Larry from my team, Dirty, he's been watching. He's been watching our show. Hey, Larry. So, thank you for the support.
Larry, call in and give us some Nard dirt. If you'd like to call in and give us some Nard dirt, especially from P-Town, you can call us at 206-222-2327. That's 206-222-BEAR. Call and leave a message about what y'all saw Nard doing in P-Town, playing softball, whatever you seen him doing, so we can embarrass him on the show.
That's right. Yeah, give me some dirt. Well, he didn't go to P-Town, but
he sees you in the dugout.
I will be with him at he's my roomie. He's my roommate at
Oh yeah, we need pictures, video, all the kind of dirt from DC. The bathroom, subway sex shit, we want all of that.
Nice. Okay, we'll take care of that. Okay, also email us at show@bearpodcast.com if you have comments. Also, you follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and subscribe via iTunes, Vimeo, and YouTube, and go to the official website at bearpodcast.com. Also, you can hear the show on Stitcher Radio. You can check us out. Just search for Bear Podcast. And like I said earlier, it's our 8th anniversary. Thank you so much to all of you watching and listening to, for supporting us.
That's right. For the 20 viewers that's been doing it for the last year, yay.
For the 20 of you. That's right. You. Both of you. Both of you. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching or listening, and we'll catch you guys next week. Many wolves and many hugs.
Woof, what a bear. Podcast your ass. Woof, what a bear. Woof, what a bear. Podcast your ass. Woof, what a bear. Woof, what a bear. Podcast your ass. Woof, what a bear.
Is everything working?
I think so. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Is the camera rolling?
It's rolling.
Did you hit record?
I hit record.
Okay. And action.
You.
La 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 la.
Thank you, Bear Radio listeners, for joining us on our
Graham Jobs. Graham Jobs. Graham Jobs. Graham Jobs.
That's right.